Remove all the barbed wire fences. They don't want to see them anymore. Just have it open. Have it open, let them walk in, and we'll take it from there. Let's continue, man.
The Supreme Court is now allowing Border Patrol agents to remove razor wire installed by Texas along the U.S.-Mexico border. The wire was put up to discourage illegal crossings. The Biden administration argued it hindered Border Patrol agents' ability to process migrants who are already in the country. In a 5-4 vote Monday, the justices overturned a lower court ruling preventing officials from taking it down. CBS News immigration reporter Camila Montoya Galvez joins us now. Camila, tell us why did the administration why did the Supreme Court side with the Biden administration?
Good evening, John. From the Texas border town of Eagle Pass. This is at the center of this legal fight between the Biden administration and Texas Governor Greg Abbott. This is one of the sections, John, of the U.S.-Mexico border where Texas National Guard soldiers, some of whom you can see behind me, have been setting up and assembling razor wire to repel migrants from swimming across the Rio Grande and entering the U.S. illegally. By suspending this lower court ruling, the Supreme Court is saying that the Biden administration can now remove that razor wire that Texas has put in place to process migrants.
So migrants are really out here swimming over here. They're crossing this border right here. And they're swimming, trying to make it to this side of the U.S. The amount of barbed wire that they got to get through just to get over here is wild. And can you imagine kids, babies, young children, and parents are risking their lives, getting cut up, sliced up, diced up, looking like nicely chopped tomatoes, just to get over here, just to get over these lines right here. But let's continue.
Lower court ruling, the Supreme Court is saying that the Biden administration can now remove that razor wire that Texas has put in place to process migrants on U.S. soil. This was a brief order that did not include a legal justification, John, but we do know that the administration had said and argued to the High Court that this razor wire was obstructing and impeding Border Patrol operations, including efforts to process migrants who are already on American soil and to respond to medical emergencies. It's important to note, John, that once migrants get into the middle of the Rio Grande, they're technically on U.S. soil, and Border Patrol has no option but to process them and determine what those migrants should end up happening to those migrants, I should say, whether they should be deported, released into the country, or detained for the adjudication of their cases. Texas, for its part, John, has said that this effort is designed to deter illegal border crossings.
Right. So what happens now? Can Texas challenge the decision, or is this it?
This is in no way an end to the...
Well, I know for one thing, Texas is fighting against it. Texas does not want to keep allowing them to come in because they have realized there's no order. There's no organization, and these people are killing themselves trying to get there. And they're doing it the illegal way. And Texas did not want that to happen. They realized that too much is coming, and now they're trying to shut it down.
This legal fight between the administration and Texas over this specific issue of the razor wire, John. This will suspend a lower court ruling, but an appeals court in New Orleans is still reviewing this case, John, and could very well side with Texas in another decision that we could get any day now, and the administration could eventually be again prevented from setting up or relocating and removing this razor wire, I should say. And so Texas still has some options here legally.
And very briefly, Camila, before I lose you, since the Supreme Court didn't say anything, is the fight over Eagle Pass, the park in Eagle Pass, that just continues and this doesn't really relate to that at all? Or is there any kind of connection we can draw?
Well, the park is the one right behind me, Shelby Park here in Eagle Pass. Texas National Guard soldiers, John, commandeered this park earlier in January and have blocked Border Patrol agents, federal employees, from accessing this area to process migrants. The administration has said to the Supreme Court that this has obstructed Border Patrol operations, but the Supreme Court did not rule on whether or not Texas can continue to block Border Patrol agents from this area. But we do know that the Department of Homeland Security, John, has referred this matter to the Justice Department. So there could be a separate lawsuit on the merits of Texas's actions here in Eagle Pass as it relates to this park.
Willa Montoya Galvez, thank you.
Look at that barbed wire, man. It is filled